guys. Let's do this. Shabbat shalom, everyone. That was almost adequate. I mean, I always get on your case every week about that was like almost adequate. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
It is terrific to see you all. September starts a new season. A new season. And please, no prayers for the Steelers. God doesn't really care who wins, okay? At Sunday night, I know you're invested. I know it's going to happen, but we'll see about what we can create tonight. We can create tonight something that's never been before. A sacred community of you who walked in, you who chose to be here, you who said Shabbat is a day that ends in T, not Y like all the rest of the days of the week. And this is called Mostly Musical Shabbat. This is the Shabbat that really is a response to the way I was raised growing up. Because I was raised in a Reform synagogue where required attendance was like this. You just sat there and you didn't sing, you didn't participate. We want you to sing. We want you to participate. Everything is going to be up on these big screens in Hebrew, in transliterated English characters, and in English translation if you just want to know what in the world we're singing. So if there's a tune that you know, great. If there's a tune that you don't know, hopefully by the end, you'll feel comfortable enough to join in the singing. If there are little kids out there that want to dance, right, we're going to be dancing.
Or the big kid in
the big
any
kids,
of us, right?
The big kids are allowed to dance too.
We can participate.
We're celebrating many things tonight. We are commemorating sadness as well. But the big thing is that we are going to create music on this Shabbat. So what's up first, Kenna Berman?
No, I was going to say we can participate not only with our voices, but we can participate with our hands, with our feet, with moving around, with whatever feels like it moves you. So we'll start with a Hine Matov. We did this last month if you were here. It's really fun. It kind of gets us all in an upbeat mood for Shabbat. So sounds kind of like this. Here we go. Hine Matov.
Get your hands in the clap ready position.
Achim gam yachad. Join in this time.
Hine Matov.
Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Let's do it again. Hine matov. Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. No echo.
How good it is. How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be together on this day.
Oh, I'm getting dizzy. Go the other way.
How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
To be
Want to
together
join us?
on
You're
this
welcome.
day.
Okay.
Hine matov.
Umanayim. Ready?
shevet achim gam yachad.
Hine matov. Umanayim shevet achim gam
yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum.
Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum.
Hine matov.
Umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov. Woo, getting dizzy. Im shevet achim gam yachad.
For us all to be together. Shevet achim gam yachad.
Where's the Merenstein family? You guys, well, we need Hirsch and Hillary and your parents, and we're going to come up and do, all of you come on up. All of you come on up. We're going to do candles and Kiddush together. It's our custom as we light candles for Shabbat and offer the Kiddush blessing. If you are able, please rise in place. Everything we do is going to be up on screens that you can follow. So come on up with me. Come on up. I want you to light first, and I want you to read the English, okay? Going vertically. Going vertically. I know you're a veteran. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to read that up there. Right into this mic.
As these candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
So the blessing is on the next slide, I think. So?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. Everybody
Shabbat
kiss
Shalom.
somebody. Shabbat Shalom. Say hello. Introduce yourself. Say your name.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Mwah. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Come on, there. Step up to the mic as we say.
Baruch atah.
No, we're gonna sing. You know we're gonna sing.
Okay.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri agafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim. Everybody. Ivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabat kodshecha, Be'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat. It's just juice. Everybody, please find your seats. And for the kids who are, going down the steps, we dance a lot, so your opportunity's here.
So it's customary on Erev Shabbat to precede our Mari service with psalms, with a series of psalms. So we've put together this little medley from a number of our psalms that will also help us get in the mood for Shabbat. So please join us. Ya alo sadai v'kol asher bo ya alo sadai. Ya 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 ya
Come on, be with us.
ya alo sadai.
Can we take him? No.
v'kol
Asher bo ya alo sadai. Ya la 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 la. Az Yeranenu kol atzei. We'll see if we can find somebody.
Az Yeranenu kol atzei.
Az Yeranenu kol atzei. We clap on 2 and 4 the way God intended. Alo sadai v'kol asher bo alo sadai. Ya na 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 na. Ya alo sadai v'kol asher bo alo sadai. Ay na na na. We'll do it going around again. You're welcome to join the chain. Az Yeranenu kol atzei. Az Yeranenu kol atzei. Well, it's just you and me, kid.
Az Yeranenu kol atzei. Ya alo sadai. V'kol asher bo
Wait,
ya
alo
alo
sadai.
sadai.
Nine, 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 nine.
Ya
Alo sadai.
Kol asher bo ya alo sadai.
99999. A lot of clapping. Watch me.
Or
Zarua,
la tzadik, ol Yisrael
Watch. Stamp clap, stamp clap, stamp clap, stamp clap, clap.
Or Zarua,
Complicated.
la
Hard to be Jewish.
tzadik,
Ol
ol
Yisrael
Yisrael
stamp clap, stamp clap, stamp. Or
Or Zarua, Yisrael simcha. Kol Yisrael simcha.
Or Zarua Latzadik, Kol Yisrael simcha. Now we're going to do something called waving grain. Oh, you've all bathed today. This is okay. Oh, that's great. Or Zar, clap, clap. Latzadik, Kol Yisrael simcha. Stamp, clap, stamp, clap, clap.
Or
Zarua
Latzadik, Kol Yisrael simcha.
Or Zarua Latzadik. We'll do 1 and 3. A concession to the masses. Yisrael simcha. Or Zarua Latzadik, Kol Yisrael simcha. Kol Yisrael simcha.
Ready?
Well, look at you. Better than doing the wave. You're protesting, Andrew. Andrew, you're protesting, right?
This is
This
all
is a slow
about
one.
joy.
Love this
So-
one. Romembu Adonai Eloheinu. Left, your other left. Lehar Kol Hadsho. Romembu
Adonai Eloheinu.
Come on, join us. Come on, Mom.
Lehar Kol
Hadsho. Ki
Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. That's it.
Ki. We got a chain here. You join the chain. Hello, guys. Join the chain.
Everyone.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu v'hishtachavu lehar kol hadsho.
Romemu Adonai Eloheinu
Left.
v'hishtachavu lehar kol hadsho. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Romemu. Adonai Eloheinu Romemu.
Woo! We got all the kids up now.
Woo-hoo.
This is the love song to Shabbat. Kod Lechadodi. Keep vamping, okay? There you go. It means may the bride come in. May we greet the bride. And we have 4 verses we do plus the chorus. In the last verse, it's customary for everybody to rise and face the rear. And when you hear these words, what I can't even remember. What are the last 2
Boi
words?
v'shalom.
Boi kala. I had a brain burp. Boi kala, we bow to the left. Maybe over there by David, maybe the bride's going to come in. Or maybe the bride will come in from the parking lot by Kate. Who knows? But you don't know unless you sing. So let's all sing Lechadodi. Okay.
Lechadodi likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Lechadodi. Ready? Likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad. Ishmianu echad. Make a circle.
Adonai echad
U'shemo echad. L'shem tiferet v'litila. Lechadodi. Likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lechadodi. Likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat. Lechu v'nehelcha. Can I pick you up? Haberacha. Rosh mikadem nesucha. Sof ma'aseh b'machshava tila. Lechadodi. Likrat kala. B'nei Shabbat nekabela. You have yard site tonight, or you just... Okay. Sometimes you're just here to be with us.
B'nei Shabbat. This means get up. No, I'm not saying get up.
Well, now say up now.
Wake up.
Well,
wait, get on the next one.
Now, everybody get up.
Okay.
If you turn around, you see on the right the screen up there. B'nai Shabbat. Switch the screen. You have the screen switch. Okay, slow down. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am sigu. We bow to the left. Boi kala, then to the right. Boi kala lecha dodi likrat kala B'nai Shabbat nikab. Take Rachel's hand. Lecha dodi likrat. Thank you. B'nai Shabbat nikabela. Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem,
Malachei Sharet,
Malachei Elyon,
Ki Melech Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon. Okay, make a circle, guys.
Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei.
There we go. Take her hand. Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This way.
Shalom Malachei Shalom.
Malachei Elyon, Ki Melech
Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet,
Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu, Shalom Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I did it. Baruch Hu, Shalom Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon, Ki Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh. Last verse. Seitchem, Seitchem Shalom, Malachei Shalom,
Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Ki Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. As you're able, please rise for the Chatzi Kaddish, which ends the Psalms and the songs and leads us into the Baruch Hu, the call to worship.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash merhaba.
Amen.
Yamad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei. V'chayekon v'yom mechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uv'izman kariv imeru. Amen. Yehi shmer Abba mevorach, le'olam le'al le'al maya.
Yitbarach.
Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shmer kudesham
Barichu.
Li'elam min kol v'chata v'shirata
Tush b'chata v'nechem
למטה, דמי רבי הלמרי מרו, אמן.
The first time I've ever, in 37 years of being a rabbi and 4 years of being a student rabbi, ever had Baruch Hu done to interpretive dance. It is lovely. The blessing that follows Baruch Hu is the blessing for the sun, the moon, and the stars. And we use a melody we've been teaching over the last 2 years. And we hope that you'll feel free to join in if you've been here with us.
A little more added this time, just to keep you moving forward.
What do you want?
Here we go.
I'll come down to you.
This is a bracha for the change of the day into night and the night into day, and these patterns that we take for granted. And the bracha reminds us not to take things for granted, among other things. Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la la ya la 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 la. Now you don't know the melody. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher biparo ma'ariv aravim ma'ariv aravim בחוכמה פותח שערים, ובתבונה משנה לעתים, ומחליף את הזמנים ומסדר את כוכבים, במשמרותיהם, ברקיע כרצונו. יא לה 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 יא לה 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 יא לה לה יא לה 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 Ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la la la. And to close it all up, let's join together. Let us bless the source of life, source of darkness and light. Please join. Heart of harmony and chaos, creativity and creation. We have it all here. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
It's a youth movement. They're taking over. Ahavat Olam is the blessing that asks that God continue to love us by giving us Torah and guidance in our lives.
And in this melody, which we just introduced to this congregation last month, I think you'll feel that embrace of the music and that sense of flow And I hope that it helps us all to reach have this feeling of love that flows out of us. And it'll sound like this. You ready to try it? Ahavat olam et Yisrael, Amecha avta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, otanu limadeta, al kein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shokbeinu v'kumeinu, nasiach b'chukecha, v'nismach b'divrei toratecha, u'v'mitzvotecha le'olam va'ed, ki hem chayenu ve'orech yameinu, u'v'hem negei yomam v'layla, ve'avatecha al tasir, v'imenu le'olamim, baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael.
Ask not only that we hear, but before the intention to open up our eyes.
Want to step forward? Do you want to step forward more? You can step forward more. You can step forward more if you want. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you bring us to your name, and we will know that you are one. We will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha. Please join. V'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. Ani Adonai Elohechem.
So we read a poetic rendering of the Ve'ahavta, the intention that it should not just be words from the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, but words that direct our hearts today. So together we read, love your God with every heartbeat,
with every breath, with every conscious act.
Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children. Talk about them at work. Whether you are tired or you are rested, let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. Adonai Elohechem emet. Who is like you, God of mystery and majesty, distant and present, thundering and quiet, the beginning and the end, the atom and the cosmos, the darkness and the light, the one and the all, pillar and foundation, artist of sea and sky, author of the miraculous and the mundane, source of life, blessing, and sustaining creation together.
Who is like you, glorious in holiness, to whom we praise, to whom we give thanks, the God who redeemed us from Egypt, the God who parted the sea, the God to whom Miriam and Moses led us in song. Now it's our turn.
So we're going to be clapping, and I'm going to be leading a big parade.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi chamocha
Ready?
neder b'kodesh.
There you go.
Nora tehilot osefele, Nora tehilot
Come on, take her hand.
osefele.
Take her
Second
hand.
time even more rowdy.
Come on, take her hand. We're making a big chain. You lead us. You lead us. Lead us this way. You go to the left. Lead us. Take her hand. Big chain. Go this way. You're in the front. Zeheli anu ve'amru, anu ve'amru. You keep leading. Adonai. Double clap. Right. Adonai. Okay, you just dance. Me'olam va'ed. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. There you go. Song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance
and dance the whole night long. La la la.
And with la 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 la. Ready? La 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 la. La 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 la.
ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב וגואלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל.
So we've done 3 blessings, two before the reading of the Shema for the sun, the moon, and the stars, and God's love of giving us Torah. And then we just did the blessing that God gave us of new life at the Sea of Reeds. And this next one is that God protect us at night. And we're going to sing this mostly in English. You can see, let there be love. Say, let there be love. And understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Now, there's a second part that's Hebrew, but all you have to do is join in the English, and we'll take care of the harmonies. So here it goes.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu, Hashkivenu Leshalom.
Let there be love. 2, 3, 4. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Parents who need to go with them to follow me, we're doing songs and story out there as you guys continue with Vishamru and the Amidah. Come on, let's have story time.
Wait a second, there's a bracha first. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukkot shalom.
Little kids and their parents, come on.
Aleinu, v'al kol amo Yisrael, v'al Yerushalayim. Blessed are you, Adonai, who spreads a shelter of peace over us. I think that might be some of Rabbi Gibson's idea. Over all your people, Israel, and over Jerusalem. Now, although this is a big dancing number. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael, oti leolam. Here we go. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ubayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Vishameru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. The band really deserves a big, yeah. More later. Anyway, so those words of Vishamru really come from the Torah. Those words of Vishamru are all about keeping Shabbat and as a reminder that of the days of creation that we have this special day to do something special with. And it's our time to stand and to turn our minds to that. So I'll ask you all please to stand. Turn our minds again to the wonder of this day, the wonder of each day, but this wonderful day that we have to really focus on nature, on our relationships with ourselves, with all those around us, with our families, with our friends, with God, right? With the whole world, and to connect with our prayers. And first we ask God to help us find the right words. But I can suggest also they can be pictures, they can be songs, they can come in all, those feelings can come out in all kinds of ways. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agir. Ufi agir tehilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agir. Ufi agir teilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na 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 sfatai tiftach. Na 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 ufi agir. Ufi agir teilatecha. Na 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 Adonai. Na na sfatai tiftach. Na ufi agir. Ufi agir teilatecha. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim v'Konei Hakol וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר מושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע מוריד הטל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, זומק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומידו מלך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש. Please have a seat. And we'll join together in this special bracha for the day of Shabbat. God of old, thank you for the week that has passed. Please join. Thank you for this Shabbat. Bless those around me with your love and your light. Let your light shine on me as well. Help me to live a life of kindness and service, guided by Torah and mitzvot. Let me see others through your eyes, with compassion and understanding. Let me see myself through your eyes, with forgiveness and grace. May your goodness rain down upon us from this Shabbat until the next, and all the days of our lives. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. O compassionate one, I still invite you to sing, to join in. Accept the sincerity with which we pray for ourselves, for our people, for our world. May our consciousness of you embrace each action that we take and allow us to recall the nearness of your presence created in this quiet time of worship. Baruch atah Adonai, sha'otecha levadecha b'yirah na'avod. And we arrive at this prayer for Thanksgiving with these words, Me'olam kivinu lach, which are a recurring refrain. So I'll invite you, you'll hear this come up and sing this as well as anything else you're comfortable singing, and it sounds like this. And you can try it with me. Me'olam kivinu lach, me'olam kivinu lach, v'al nisecha shebechol yom, erev aboker v'tzarayim, me'olam kivinu lach, me'olam kivinu lach. הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך, והמרחם כי לא חנו חסדיך, מעולם קיווינו לך, מעולם קיווינו לך. With the words again. הטוב כי לא חלו רחמך, והמרחם כי לא תמו חסדיך, מעולם קיווינו לך, מעולם קיווינו לך. One last time. מעולם קיווינו לך, מעולם קיווינו לך. ברוך אתה אדוני, הטוב שמך ולך נאה להודות. And finally, we close the Amidah with a prayer for peace. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam, Tasim leolam, tasim leolam. Baruch atah Adonai, hamavarech et amo Yisrael, ba shalom, with peace, with wholeness, with completeness.
Please take this moment and offer the prayers that are not written in any book, not in 3,000 years as a psalm, or 4,000 in the Torah, or even 50 years ago in a poem. Rabbi Gorbin, who's usually on the pulpit, she's doing a service in a home tonight, says that there are only 3 kinds of prayer: wow, please, and thanks. Decide which you're going to offer in your heart tonight.
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru
Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru amen. Now, before we go on with the rest of our service, in the middle is when we like to acknowledge that although we try to create an atmosphere of joy, that there are those in this congregation who know people who are really hurting. Almost everyone here knows somebody who's in a hospital and clearly terrified about what has happened or what might happen in just the next day or so. And most of us here in our congregation know somebody who's in a nursing home, who is facing a long weekend, maybe without even one visitor. Many of us know people who simply walk the earth with a stone in the heart, or face the daily battles of sobriety, who wish for a moment of peace where their heart is not knocking through their chest, or their mind going in 200 directions at once. We want to pray for them. And what we want to do is we want you to have an opportunity to say the names of people that for whom you wish healing, wholeness. We want you to be able to do this. What key? Thank you. If you say a name out loud, it adds to the collective heart. And you might not choose to say the name very loud. you might just whisper it, or you might say the name out loud so all can hear. We can all add that name to our open heart of concern tonight. So as I look at your part of the congregation, please feel free to say names of those for whom we wish healing. And class is over for the week, so no raised hands. Just call them out.
Chava Batili, Joe Darmel, and Mitchell Darmel.
Harvey Nathanson and Abe Sambol and Harry Davidson, Vi Marcus. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. So this week's portion is famous for what happens in the first 3 lines. What happens afterward gets very technical, and it ends on the edge of war. Our people, you may know, in Deuteronomy are standing at the edge of the river, and Moses is giving his last instructions to them. What to do and, frankly, what not to do. How to retain their unique identity as Jews. How to retain their values. How to retain their spirit. And it's tough. It's very tough because in the world of war, people don't often ask you about your values. They ask you about the weapons you have, the armaments you have. This was best summed up by an ancient Greek historian named Thucydides in a book called the Peloponnesian War. And in the Malayan dialogue, the Athenians come to the people of the Isle of Melos and say, you have to submit to us. And Melos said, why? We're not hurting anybody. And this line, which is still quoted today, comes to the fore by the Athenians. They say, in this world, the strong do what they will, the weak suffer what they must. And when we look at the world today, we might think that that's precisely the way the world works. But Judaism and its daughter religions, Islam and Christianity, have tried to say something different. They've tried to say human beings are made b'tselem Elohim, in the image, in the intimation of God. And that has consequences, and that's in our portion this week. We read that we're supposed to set up courts, and that we're not loyal to any human being. We're loyal to the law. And we're told, tzedek, tzedek tirdof. Justice, justice you shall pursue. It's said twice for emphasis. And immediately before that it says, you, if you're a judge, cannot take a bribe, because bribes blind the eyes of the judge. And if you're a litigant, you must present your case honestly. You cannot shade anything. Justice, justice you shall pursue. Now, it's a marvelous ideal. We live in a country where justice is sometimes different depending on what city you live, what county you live, what state you live, what region you live. Certainly the death penalty is administered differently in some states than others, in some regions than others. And one of the things in trying to figure out what justice could mean, the rabbis saw that throughout the Torah, there is in fact the death penalty for all kinds of things. I hate to say this to the little kids who are dancing around, but if you curse your parents, that's it. I know, some of us growing up, there'd be a lot of dead adults. A lot of people wouldn't be in this room cursing our parents with the death penalty offense. Picking up sticks on Shabbat, death penalty offense. Worshiping another god, death penalty offense. Violating your marriage vows, death penalty offense. And finally, it comes to a head in next week's portion, which I'm going to talk about a little bit because I won't be here next Friday night. And in next week's portion, we get an amazing case. And the case is Deuteronomy 21, 13 to 18. I'm going to read it to make sure that I get it right. All those who have recalcitrant children or had them, listen up. If a man has a wayward and defiant son who doesn't heed his father or mother and doesn't obey them even after they discipline him, his father or mother shall take hold of him and bring him out to the elders of the town, to the public place of the community. And they shall say to the elders of the town, this son of ours is disloyal and defiant. He's a glutton and a drunkard. Thereupon the men of the town will kill him. Throw stones at him until he dies. Thus you will sweep evil out of your midst, and the people will take note. The rabbis look at this and they say, well, wait a minute. There are problems with this because we know that you cannot kill minors. You cannot kill anybody under 13 years old if they're a boy, under 12 if they're a girl. Okay? You can't do that. They will not be able to develop the intent required to commit the crime. So that's the first thing. They have to be an adult in the eyes of the Jewish community. The second thing is, even after his parents discipline him, do they hit him? If they hit him so hard, he's not guilty. The parents are at fault. Did one parent say, go ask dad? In my house, that happened all the time. Actually, more often it was, Dad, go ask Mom, right? If they spoke to him differently, the child, the young person, is not responsible. It says, after they discipline him, and then it says you have to declare he's a glutton and a drunkard. Well, how much did he eat? Did he eat his food or did he eat his parents' food? How much did he drink? Is he disloyal or defiant? And after every close reading that we call it in literature today, the rabbis come to a conclusion that's amazing in the face of those who take the Bible literally. Jews don't take the Bible literally, we take it seriously. Huge difference. And the rabbis come to this conclusion. How many of you know the conclusion in Sanhedrin, in Tractate Sanhedrin? Oh, I think you do. Ben Sorero Moreh, lo hayav lo yiyeh. The stubborn and rebellious son never was. He never will be. It's a hypothetical case. And so you would look at me, Hirsch, and say, well, what's it doing in the Torah? And the rabbis would say, so that you can learn Torah better. That's the only reason it's there. And the rabbis go on to say that because the Torah says no person can be put to death without two eyewitnesses, with warnings that what they're about to do is an incorrect thing to do that will involve the death penalty, the rabbis say any court that puts one person to death in 7 years is considered bloodthirsty. And Rabbi Akiba, the greatest rabbi of the 2nd century, says any court that puts a person to death in 70 years is bloodthirsty. That doesn't mean there can't be other punishments, but the death penalty is effectively legislated out of existence. So when you think your kid is bad, they weren't that bad, because that stubborn and rebellious son, lo hayav lo yiyeh, never was and never will be. Because we believe in justice, not power. We believe in doing right, not what we can get away with. We believe tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Justice, justice, you shall pursue. May we pursue it in our lives, in our families, in our communities, in our country, in our world. Amen. So we have several blessings that I am honored to do. Where are Hillary and Hirsch? They're going to be married next week. And I want you to come up here and stand next to me. Not next to me, in front of me. And hold hands like you like each other. Oh, we think you do. There you go. Stand right here. And I get to start off by saying, Eloheinu v'Elokei avotenu v'imotenu, our God and God of our mothers and God of our fathers. Makor hashalom v'ruach ahava, source of peace and spirit of love. Hillary and Hirsch stand here with light dancing in their eyes. It's the light of love that they have kindled, that sparkled in the past few years, that made them look forward in light and decide they want to walk a path together. And they stand here at this amazing nexus, this coming together point of their community on their left and their families who love them so dearly, and our tradition represented by the Torah and the Ark on your right, and you in the midpoint. You represent not only a glorious, wonderful, values-based past, but a family that loves you, and you stand at this point ready to go into the future, just like our people did in Deuteronomy. You stand ready to enter into a journey together, and you bring such incredible gifts of love and life and spirit. You make everyone around you happier when you're in their presence. Your smiles and your joy, your willingness to give of your hearts and your hands are incredible blessings. We hope and pray these blessings for you continue. We hope and pray that for you, the light only grows brighter, the sparkles get sparklier. May you, in your marriage, delight in growing older together, taking delight in every wrinkle and every gray hair that you will certainly earn together. And may you always remember your blessings, even as you're blessed at this moment. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, may God cause God's light to shine on you and be gracious to you. Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, may God lift up God's presence to you and grant you wholeness, fulfillment, and joy. And most of all, the gift and blessing of peace as together we say, Amen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Praise to you, Adonai our God. Great harmony, by the way. Praise to you, Adonai our God, ruler of all, who has caused us to live, sustain us, and allowed us to reach this joyous time in your life. As together we all say, I want you to really dig in your stomach. I want you to get a good breath. I want you to yell Mazel Tov at the top of your lungs. 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. So go back to your seats. Where's Kate Passarelli? I want to do a blessing for you. We're going in front of the ark. Kate Passarelli, Pastor Betton today, went to the mikveh and is now, even though she's been part of our community, now a full, wonderful member of the Jewish family. It's up to them. I would never, ever, ever, no, up to you, okay? So you come on up here. Makor HaTorah, a source of Torah, learning. Makor HaChaim, source of life. Makor HaSimcha, source of joy. Makor HaKihila, a source of community. Kate stands here in the full knowledge of the firm steps she has taken on the path to being part of the Jewish family of families, as we call it here at Temple Sinai. And she has overcome every obstacle. She has tackled every challenge. She has embraced them and done so with humor, sometimes sardonic, but with great joy and great faith. We celebrate the faith that you have embraced, by which you said, wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you wander, I'll wander. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God, as Ruth did so long ago. May the blessing of Ruth's commitment remain in your heart forever and ever, and may be blessed as you are blessed at this moment. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, may God bless you and keep you. Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, may God cause God's light to shine on you and be gracious to you. Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom, may God lift up God's presence to you and grant you fulfillment in your path, joy in the mitzvot and Torah, satisfaction with the community that has adopted you as much as you've embraced them, and peace as together we all say, Amen. May I give you a kiss? Yes. Can we get a mazel tov for her too, please? Okay. I have one more blessing, and I'm going to stand up here for it, because the couple I'm going to offer a blessing for cannot be here. What? Oh, we have a gift for you. Hey, Kate, Women at Temple Sinai has a gift for you. Lynn Rubinson's over there. Laura Fell, they want to give you a gift.
On behalf of Women at Temple Sinai, we want to offer a certificate of membership for Kate Passarelli, and I have no doubt that you will be a part of us by default, seeing that you happen to be the assistant treasurer. So mazel tov.
Kate, we know how hard you've been working, and you've been doing this with your boys as well. And so we only wish you a mazel tov, and we're so thrilled that you're part of us.
The only thing I'm going to do for her boys who are back there, I want everybody to turn and face them and say mazel tov at the top of your lungs. 1, 2, 3, mazel. Oh, come on, better. 1, 2, 3. Mazel tov. There we go. We have one more mazel tov. One more mazel tov. It's for a couple that could not make it here today, a couple I've known since the moment I came to Pittsburgh. Elmer and Adie Judd are celebrating this week their 73rd anniversary from their apartment, and they're watching the live stream. And so I say to them, Elmer and Adie, Eloheinu v'Eloheinu, God of our fathers, Elohei Imotenu, God of our mothers, know how much we respect the road that you have plowed for us. Know that we love you as you love each other. Know that your 73 years are something that gives us pause and joy and awe in everything that you've done with each other, in the light in your eyes and the light in your hearts. May that light continue now and forever, as together we all say, Amen. And we're going to sing them Shechianu, everybody who's Jewish here. If you know the Shechianu, let's sing it to Adie and Elmer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lahazman hazeh. Everybody yell Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov. Elmer and Adie and your whole family. We're so delighted. Okay, Denise and John Schiller are our ushers tonight. We thank them. Usually the Merensteins are, and they started too, but they had a simcha tonight. We're so happy that you're in the front row. Our owning tonight is sponsored in memory of Irv and Zelda Malkin by the Malkin family, who has come to be with us all the way from North Carolina, because they heard there was an occasion to dedicate these plaques and to escape a flood. And we're delighted that you're here with us and that you're safe. Our Cantoyo program is underwritten by a generous grant from Edgar Snyder, and we're so grateful for his ongoing support for wonderful Jewish music at Temple Sinai. So tomorrow there's Torah study at 8:30 in the morning in the Rogaliner Lounge. At 9:15 is the Shacharit or morning minyan. And on Sunday is the first day of Next Door. Door is the Hebrew word for generation. The next generation has more than 91 students who are enrolled, and we're delighted to welcome them back to Jewish learning. In the mid-morning and the afternoon, for those who are not going to be in school, there's the Apples and Honey Festival down in Homestead, sponsored by the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh. Starting on Monday, we're having a 3-week series of high holiday prep, getting to reacquaint ourselves with the songs and the stories and the prayers. It's going to be registered online at 6 o'clock. If you want to walk in, you can do that as well. And for those who are not doing that, there's Shiva training at 6:30 for those who actually want to help us as we accompany those who have suffered losses in their family. Tuesday, there'll be the Rosh Chodesh group. Aya, where's Rosh Chodesh this month? At Peggy Freed's house at 7:30. There's a Tikkun Olam, that's our social justice initiative. They're meeting with a potluck dinner at 6 o'clock. And on Friday, we have our regular Shabbat evening service at 7 o'clock. And so many things going on. Please make your membership pledge so we can send you your cards of admission for high holidays. I hate to say this, but we have to be far more careful about our security this year than ever before in light of last year's events. So please, and if you don't have them, call the office on Monday. We'll make a pledge. We'll get it to you. Just because you make a pledge doesn't mean you have to pay it at that moment. Make a pledge, become part of the community, and we'll get you your cards of admission. So I want to thank the band. Is your hair shorter, Janice? A little bit shorter? It is, okay. Thank you very much for your spirit, and thank you everybody who walked in here for the very first time and just sang tonight. You get special merit badges. I'm a former Boy Scout, so we talk about merit badges. And anybody who's here for the first time, please come up to us in the Falk Auditorium and introduce yourself so we can say Shabbat Shalom. All right? So we're going on. I did not have a megaphone, but I think it was okay. Are we going to Aleinu?
We are.
Yes, we are. As you are able, please rise for our concluding set of prayers, starting with Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום
Please find your seats.
ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We read in Ecclesiastes in the 3rd chapter that to everything there is a season, a time for every event under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. And as death comes to all of us, it becomes the responsibility of the living to honor the dead, to honor their memory, to honor their lives and their values with our own life and by adopting their values as our own. This Shabbat, we especially remember Irving Malkin and Charlotte Zerda Malkin as we dedicate their memorial plaques in honor, in faith, and hope, and love. Zichronam livracha. May their memories always be a blessing, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen. It's our custom here at Temple Sinai, as we read the names of those whose yahrzeits occur in this coming week, for you to rise in place so we can recognize you as a mourner. And then we'll read the names of those who died in more recent days, the last month. And that way, when all the people who are saying Kaddish for recent deaths and for yahrzeits will rise with those mourners as they say their Kaddish so that no mourner ever need stand alone. This week, we especially remember the names of Sam Alcaro, Natalie Alfred, Beatrice Backman and Janet Bass, Esther Bernstein, Rita Bloom, and Ethel Eisner, Doré Epstein, Joel L. Eskovitz, Morris Filtz, Alan Gerson, and Sheldon Goldstein, David Golub, Bertha Green, and Jerome G. Greenspan, Carl Halpern, Sandra Hoffman, and Ann Jablonski, Aileen Jubileera, Reza Katz and Jack Kelman, Vivian Kroll and Doris Kushner, Helen Lear, Edwin Leonard Licht, Willard Lyons, Samuel Marcus, Kitty McKenney, and Bruce Melamed, Louise Mendelson, Fanny Morris, and Paul Mulfelder, David Nelson, Theodore Patz, Victor Rosenblum, Morley Roth, and Maya Rubenstein, Steffi Goldman-Rulin, Libby Ryev, Marty Sapper, Richard Shribman, Henry Silverman, Bernie Snyderman and Milt Snyderman, Jeffrey Solomon, Daniel M. Tabas, Mildred Tannenbaum, Jeanette Tansky, Philip Warschauer, and Shirley Winkler. And now remember those whose recent deaths. We still mourn Shirley Kurtz and Mark Fagan, Moshe Campano, Michael E. Duggins, Leon Mendelson, Peter Quigley, and Victor Koppelson. We rise with our mourners as they prepare to say their Kaddish. Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shmei Rabbah,
Amen.
V'yomad Yivrach Yirateh V'yamlich Malchuteh, B'chayechon V'yomechon V'chayeh Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yizman Kari V'yamru,
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach Le'olam Olamei Mayam, Yit Barach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam Yitnaseh, V'yitadar V'yitalal Shemei Dekudsha Brichu, Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata, Tushbechata V'nechemata, Damiram B'yoma V'yamru,
Amen.
Yehi Shloma Rabba Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'yamru,
Amen.
Oseh Shalom B'mromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yisrael Tevel V'yamru, Amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon a shattered world in need of our healing hands, upon all of us who mourn our beloved dead. As together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Now, all the kids who we've been kind of restraining can come up now. It's the dancing part. This is my most favorite fun Adonalum ever, and I'll be conducting you in it. So please come on and let's sing this. If you know it, join in. If not, you'll know it by the end.
It's so much fun, but yet one of the reasons that this photo seemed to be an appropriate backdrop is because Adon Olam starts with this idea of the God of the entire world.
The whole world.
Right? And by the end, it comes down to the God that can hold our spirit in God's own hands. And so we have the vastness of the ocean in front of us, and at the bottom you see little people. And that might be how we feel as we are inspired by these words.
Adon Olam Asher Malach, Yai Dai 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 Dai, B'Teherem Kol Yetzir Nivra, Yai Dai 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 Dai, Le'et Asav V'Chefso Kol, Yai Dai 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 Dai, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra, Yai Dai 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 Dai.
V'yacharei kichlot hakol, levado
Yimloch Nora, Vehu Haya, Vehu Hoveh, Vehu ready with your yayas here. Yay, 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 yay. Adon Olam Asher Malach. Yai dai 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 dai, B'Teherem Kol Yetzir Nivra. Yai dai 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 dai, Le'et Asav V'Chefso Kol. Yai dai 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 dai, Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Yai dai 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 dai.
Vehu echad v'ein sheni, la'am shiro le'achbira, b'li reshit,
B'li tachlit, v'lo ha'oz. Ready? Here we go. Yai, 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 yai. Adon Olam Asher Malach. Yai, da, 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 da. B'Teherem Kol Yetzir Nivra. Yai, da, 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 da. Le'et V'Chefso Kol. V'Chefso Kol. Yai, da, 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 da. Azai Melech. Hi, Henry. Shemo Nikra. Yai, da, 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 da.
Vehu eli v'chai goali, b'tzor chavli
Ve'et Sahara, Vehu Nisi, Umanos Li, Menat Kosi B'Yom Ek. Ready? Yai, 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 yai. Adon Olam Asher Malach. Yai, da, 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 da. B'Teherem Kol Yetzir Nivra. Yai, da, 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 da. Three claps. Yai, da, 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 da. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra.
I
think this is the last verse.
This is in God's hands.
Oh, listen. Watch her. V'imruchi Geviati. Ready? Adonai li Eloi. Yai, 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 yai. Adon Olam Asher Malach. Yai, da, 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 da. B'Teherem Kol Yetzir Nivra. Yai. It's cookie time. Bring them up for cookies. Bring them up. Azai Melech Shemo Nikra. Baruchim etem bavoachem, baruchim etem b'tzeitchem, me'atav olam. May you bless every place you come into God's world. May you bless every place you go out to it as well. As together we say,
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei minei mizonot. Praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all who makes animal crackers, which is the only way you can eat a pig. As together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom.
More?
And thank you again to